and Scotty, such great North Carolinians. Good to have them on CBS this weekend. And I don't know that we want October to be over because we've had so many great weather days. It was incredibly dry, the second driest on record, but so many comfortable, warm days like today. 82 was our high in the Triangle, 83 in the Sandhills, almost 15 degrees above average for this time of year, and very close to record highs. It was just 5 years ago that we had the all-time warmest Halloween in the Triangle at 85, so we were shy of that, shy of the record high of 88 down in the Sandhills, and it'll be almost as warm tomorrow. But who needs tomorrow when you've got tonight, babe? Look at this. 71 degrees as we take a live look at downtown Raleigh from our Whitley Law Firm weather camera. What a comfortable evening looking back on the month that we just lived through. 85 was our warmest day. We did it twice early on. We only had one morning in the 30s. Usually in October we start to see a couple more than that. 38 and then 0.11. That was the big story. The lack of rain. The second driest October on record. But also that 0.11 is the third lowest rain total for any month, January through December. So now it's time to maybe get some rain in here as we look ahead to November, but I don't know that that's necessarily going to be the case. I'll show you the 10-day in just a second. So here's what November 1 looks like, starting off with a little bit of fog. Temperatures very mild in the low 60s. There will be more clouds tomorrow, but the day is dry. We don't have a chance of rain. It's a very small chance until late tomorrow night ahead of the cold front. And since the cold front doesn't get here till late tomorrow night and early Saturday, we're still going to be warm at 80 degrees. Tonight's super sunset has us going to northern Michigan, up there where Kid Rock likes to sing them out. So this is from Rob in Traverse City. Not only catching a super sunset, but also a sliver of the moon. This is one of the bays that comes off Lake Michigan. You know, Michigan is surrounded by Huron and Lake Michigan, and one of the huge bays is what we're looking at right there in Traverse City, Michigan. So thanks, Rob, for that super sunset. As always, like to get your super sunsets. And every Halloween, I like to show you this picture of our sun. This is taken by NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory. It's essentially a telescope we have that looks at the sun all the time, 22,000 miles away from our planet. And in 2014, it captured this shot of the sun that, if you look closely and use your kindergarten imagination, kind of looks like a jack-o'-lantern, doesn't it? We'll see a little bit of that sun tomorrow mixed in with some clouds as this cold front starts to head our way. Right now, high pressure still keeping us dry and warm with that southerly wind. And I know it looks like there's a lot of rain ahead of the cold front, but a lot of that's going to fizzle out as the front itself weakens. So let's talk about what's going to happen with that rain and cloud cover. So we'll pick things up tomorrow morning when we'll start off with some sunshine after the fog burns off. But then later in the day, more clouds, still no rain, and still the front back to our west. So that's what's going to allow us to get warm. Still some clouds Friday night, and then late Friday night as the front gets closer, maybe a sprinkle of rain. I think Friday night football is fine. And then in the early morning hours of Saturday, a small chance of rain. And that's really the only chance we have in the next few days. The front is through. The rest of Saturday will be dry, but it will not be in the 80s. Cooler weather is around for the first weekend of November. Tomorrow, it's not around. It's still going to be 80 degrees, but then 10 degrees cooler Saturday and Sunday. Then we start another warm-up. So the first full week of November takes us to 74 Monday, 78 Tuesday on Election Day, 79 on Wednesday. Then another cool down for the second half of next week with some small chances of rain.